You know, I remember 2008 and the global financial crisis, or the GFC, and losing everything we owned: our home, our investment property, and our superannuation. In the next 6 years, which I've dubbed the worst 6 years of our 43-year marriage, I lost my health, my job, both of my parents, and I was in a major car accident that should have taken my life. I had lost the ability to write or even sign my name, and I was under 2 specialist neurologists who couldn't find answers to my questions. I also had a daughter who was quite ill with unknown problems that we were unable to solve, and a son whose marriage had just fallen apart. It was an intense, scary time. But you know what? It taught me many lessons. Life is a gift, and it's through our heartache and pain that we actually learn what is really important to us and what we are really passionate about. I am passionate about my family and about making a difference in this world. I believe we weren't created just to exist, but to have a relationship with one another, to love, to learn, and to give. What did I learn during those 6 years? To be still, to take control of what was controllable. That it was okay to stop and spend time contemplating on what came next. That it was okay to spend time working out what I was really passionate about. That giving up was not an option. That we never stop learning. That time really does heal. Let me tell you a story of a client of mine. Dad was working 60 hours a week. Mum worked full-time. They had 3 kids, 10, 8 and 6, and they were all stressed. The feeling in that house was one of continual tenseness. Mum and Dad couldn't look at each other. The kids were trying hard to make their parents happy, and the parents were obviously on a roundabout and didn't know how to get off. After spending some time with the couple, I said to the dad, "What's one thing that you really want?" He looked at me with sad eyes and said, "I just want a holiday. We haven't had a holiday in 5 years." I asked him where he would like to go, and he said, "On a cruise." I asked when he would like to go, and he replied, "At Christmas." I said to him, "Okay, let's see what we can do to make that happen." I immediately saw a light go on in his eyes, and he believed, just for that moment, that it could be possible. We then started to create a spending plan for this family that included paying down their debts, making sure their bills were paid on time all the time, making sure they had the beginnings of an emergency fund for the life happens events, and including their much needed holiday. When they realised it actually was possible, the whole family became excited. The kids even offered up their pocket money so they could make sure that they could go on the cruise. And guess what? This family took that cruise in the November of that year, just 9 months after they started working with me. Many people will say that they should have used that money to pay down their debt faster. But I maintain, and this is what I shared with this family, that life is all about balance. And if the balance isn't right, then this is where relationships start to fall apart. If you decide you want an easy life with no financial stress, clean, comfortable surroundings, and the ability to make choices to do what you like when you like, then the path you have to take and the decisions you have to make are not necessarily easy. An easy life is hard to achieve, but I would love to help you get there. The true alternative to money stress is to get someone to help you. You know that nobody ever gets a gold medal without a coach beside them. To be successful with money, you also need the right person beside you. Very few people can deal with their own money without letting emotions take over from common sense at critical times. If you're struggling with money stress and relationship issues right now, then let me be the one to guide you out of it. Are you ready to really take control of your future? Then let's do this. You are only ever one decision away from a change of direction and a new chapter in life. In my own words, after struggling for so long, That day in 2004, when I went to that cash flow clinic and dragged my husband kicking and screaming, we both got to the end of the day and looked at each other and said, that man has just given us the keys to the financial kingdom. We have never fought about money since that day. We have never had to worry about our money because we now have a plan and a vision. Even when we lost everything in the 2009 global financial crisis, we knew that we could recover. We can now see the next 30 years. We've been able to set our goals and reach them time and time again. I believe in you and your ability to make a change for the better. You just need to take the first step.